Huh. See, when it comes to UPSC, optional is a most important aspect. Okay. So when it comes to geography optional, we are going to discuss what are the pros and cons, what are the disadvantages, what are the advantages of taking geography, syllabus of geography. We are going to discuss the success rate in geography, all that I have given there. Okay, and also we are going to talk about common mistakes done in UPSC exam. Okay, question paper pattern, all that we are going to discuss today. Okay, so in this, you'll notice that. So already you know my introduction, so I'll not waste much time. Okay, so notice this is the exam pattern, mains pattern. Okay, so you know this compulsory language and English paper, you know, these are qualifying nature. After that, essay, GS1, 2, 3, 4, and optional 2 papers. So you overall you'll be attempting for 1750 marks, out of which 500 marks is optional. So that is the reason you have to be very careful while choosing the optional or preparing for the optional, because that has the highest weightage. Very good marks can put you in top list. Correct. 500 में in each paper 250 marks में if you are able to score more than 150 plus, that means you are topper for the entire civil service exam. Because GS में overall everybody is scoring 80 to 120, 80 120, 80 120 out of 250, in that range. Optional is the game changer. Optional, if you are reaching 150, 160, 170 like that, it's very good score actually. Okay, so that will make you a topper. So as a result, everybody is scared of optionals. So the fear is that geography is vast, geography as a syllabus is not scoring. Like that, the fear is going on. And UPSC also, like for a few years, paper was tough. So as a result, everybody is scared. But if you notice the statistics, highest number of optionals are political science, history, then geography. Geography. So now what happens? UPSC does something called scaling. Whenever one optional becomes very popular, they try to make the paper tough, correction tough, and also marks they reduce. That is called scaling. By doing this, they are trying to make the optional at par with other optionals. Now let's say anthro is increasing or political science is increasing, so they'll make it tough, paper tough, correction tough, and also the scaling they'll do like that. Every 5 years once they change that cycle. Whichever optional is increasing, they try to bring it down. So it would have been better if there was no optional. It would have been a level playing field for everyone, like all GS papers. It would have been enough. Correct na? These qualifying paper and these 4 papers would have been enough, because that student also is writing the same GS paper, you're also writing GS paper. Optional, nobody would have gotten an advantage. Like some optionals are getting advantage now. That could have been eliminated by UPSC. Even this drama wouldn't have been there. Correct? No optional across the country means students are also benefited. Teachers' time is also saved. So now that's the recommendation. UPSC has been recommended to remove the optional, but they are not able to decide on that as of now. So notice the syllabus. Syllabus, when you see optional, any optional in UPSC, paper 1, paper 2. Paper 1 is more generic in nature and paper 2 applied. Paper 1, paper 2, both are divided into part A, part B. Part A is like this, physical geography. Part B is human geography. So what we learn a lot of general concepts here. In paper 2, we study Indian geography. We apply it to India. So whatever we read in paper 1, we link with paper 2. Okay, that's how we have to answer the paper also. Okay, while answering paper 2, we have to take references from paper 1. So we'll get more marks. This applies to all optionals. Okay, so geography optional, if you notice, it looks vast because each and every topic is mentioned separately, clearly. For example, one line I'll show you. See, global climate change. If they had mentioned this, that itself was enough. Means we could cover all topics related to global change. But what they have mentioned, see, global climate change and the role and response of man in climate change. See, they have given it, elaborated it, the topic in detail. If they had given global climate change also, we could have read this only, na? Understood that you have to read that. But they have elaborated it in detail. So there is no hidden syllabus. What is hidden syllabus? Sometimes what happens, the topics will be like political theory, social thinkers. In political theory, you have to read 1 month Almost it goes on in PubAd and political science. It goes on for 1 month, and you have to read 30 thinkers. Sociology also. We have so many thinkers you have to cover. Almost like if you start thinking syllabus mein, it is given only 2 words: social thinkers, political theories. But the syllabus goes on for almost a month, talking only about the 30 thinkers nearly. That kind of hidden syllabus is not there. Every topic is hardly half an hour to 1 hour, not more than that. If I start this topic now, any topic I take, 1 hour, 2 hour class, that's it. We can complete it. So it's not lengthy. It doesn't go on for months. Okay. So small topic. Each topic is like 1 hour, 2 hour topics we can easily cover. So notice this: problems of deforestation and conservation measures mentioned, explained, elaborated here in the syllabus itself. See, degradation, conservation, soil erosion, they have given it in detail. If they had mentioned just soil, we should read all this now. They could have just mentioned soil. Means as soon as they give soil, I have to read soil profile, I have to cover soil erosion, I have to cover degradation, I have to cover conservation. It is understood. But what they are doing, they are giving it separately, elaborated, the syllabus. So it makes it look lengthy. I'll show you one more word is there. See the word climatology and urban climate. It is understood. In climatology, you have to read applied climatology, and urban climate you have to read. Understood? Okay. Same words given multiple times. That is another part. See the earthquake. See this. Tsunami. Notice these 2 words. Okay. I'll show you that same word here. In paper 2, contemporary issues mein, you pay attention here. Earthquake. Tsunami. In paper 2. Means syllabus given in paper 2 is repeated in paper 1. Paper 1, paper 2 has same words. Means earthquake means you have to, it's understood. World also we have to read, India also we have to read. They have given it twice. So see the word floods and droughts in 10th unit of paper 2. Okay. See this, floods and droughts. Here you saw floods and droughts. Again you see floods and droughts. You got it. The same words are given more than once in same syllabus in paper 2 only. Paper 2, first chapter, floods and droughts. 10th chapter, floods and droughts. Correct? Floods and droughts are same everywhere, whether you cover here in Indian geography or world geography. So syllabus are given like multiple times, same words are repeated, like word urban. Correct? Urban. Like that, multiple times the same words are given. So that makes the syllabus look lengthy. Repetitions are more. For example, notice this. If they could have mentioned demographic attribute, that's it. The word demographic attributes include birth rate, death rate, migration, sex ratio, literacy, quality of life, life expectancy, then population density, correct? And also age sex ratio, correct? And also we can talk about population policies. Everything will come under that. 10 units come under that. But they have given everything. See, sex ratio, age structure, literacy, workforce, dependency ratio, longevity, migration, everything they have given separately. So if they had given demographic attributes, comma, next unit, it is understood that you have to read all this. But instead of that, what they have done? Elaborated it. So syllabus for anyone looking at this looks so kind of lengthy. But it's understood that these are all part of the syllabus. Okay. So you notice this. For example, population problems and policies. Paper 2. Same topic is there in paper 1. Here also we have. See. Population, problems and policies. You got it? So this is paper 1, human geography, population, problems and the policies here. Okay. Here also population, here population, problems and policies. So if they had given settlement geography, urban and rural, all this comes under that. Normally, urban and rural settlements, if they had given. But what they have done, they have explained everything. You read in detail. Means they have given separate topics. When you read urban geography, it is understood that you have to read slums. So they have given it separately. Means syllabus appears lengthy. So, and certain topics are related to polity. See, political aspects. See, notice this. India's role in world affairs, IR. Geopolitics of South Asia and Indian Ocean realm, IR. Cross-border terrorism, internal security topic. International boundary of India and related issues, correct, internal security topic. Regional consciousness and interstate issues, interstate polity. Emergence of new states, demand for new states, that is polity. State reorganization, polity. Geographical basis of Indian federalism, polity. Means geography will help you in GS also. A lot of overlapping is there. Overlap means our syllabus overlaps with our GS syllabus. Like you take this, let's say any contemporary topic you read here in this paragraph is GS. Notice this, environmental impact assessment, correct, land use, flood, drought, earthquake, landslide, environmental hazard, ecological issues. See, concept of sustainable growth and development, globalization of Indian economy and Indian economy, linking of rivers or linkage of rivers, environmental awareness. See, all these are what? Related to GS, pure GS. All these are. Okay. So see, planning, regional development and planning. See this, regional planning and development of island territories like Lakshadweep, Andaman, Nicobar. Hill area development program. Multi-level planning. Okay, we have to talk about Panchayat Raj basically. 73rd to 74th Constitutional Amendment Acts we have to read. Planning for backward areas, desert, drought prone, command area. See, Panchayat Raj and decentralized planning. Rural development programs. Experience of regional planning in India. 5-year plans. Polity again. Okay. So all these are topics are look like GS. Convergence overlap with GS is very high. So whatever we do, for example, industry, if they had given industry, it means it includes everything. But they have given, see, cotton, jute, textile, iron and steel, aluminium, fertilizer, paper, chemical, pharma, automobile, cottage. They have given it in detail, elaborated. If they had given the word industries of India, you have to read everything. But they have given all this separate like this. Special economic zone. They could have just mentioned SEZ. Correct. But see, tourism, including ecotourism. So agriculture, again agriculture you notice, same words repeated again and again. Agriculture intensity, crop combination, land tenure, land reforms, cropping pattern. If you say agriculture, everything should be under that, na? Obviously. But they have given in detail. Okay. So now you know the syllabus. So I have marked here, you can see, wherever the syllabus is repeated words I have given. Here, blue color is all GS overlap, where geography and GS topics overlap. See, blue is all overlap here. This is the paper. Paper looks like this. Question paper. Question paper mein, you can see 8 questions will be there. So I'll write now. So each paper 1. Okay, paper 1, paper 2. Paper 1 is 250 marks, paper 2 is 250 marks. 8 questions will be there. You have to answer 5. Out of 8, 5. 5 into 50 marks each. 250. Okay. 8 questions mein, section A will have 4, section B will have 4. First and fifth question are compulsory. This applies to all optional, not only geography, political science, anthro also. Okay, any optional. 1 and 5 are compulsory. Okay, that means you have to answer only. 2 questions over. Next you have remaining only 3. Out of 3 questions, you have to choose 1 from here, 2 from the other. Or if you choose 2 and 3, you can choose 1 here. From the other section, you have to choose 1 more. 2 from this section. So how many? 3 plus 2, 5. You got it? What students do? I'll tell you the mistakes. First one they will answer. Fifth one they will answer. They will answer 2, 3, 4. Then what is happening? They are leaving 1 behind here. They are not answering this. That is wrong. 50 marks they are losing there only. Out of 250, if you directly lose 50 marks का वो correction ही नहीं करेंगे. Because you have answered 3, all 3 here, 2, 3, 4, which you are not supposed to. You are supposed to answer only 2 of them. And 1 from the other section here, among this. You have to choose 1 here. So, 5th question and 1 more question here, you have to choose. And among here, you have to choose 3. 1 and any of these 2, you have to choose. Then only you will be, your paper is complete. So many students do this mistake. In every optional, they do this mistake. So 50 marks is gone there altogether. You got it? Why students don't get good score in mains? This is one mistake they do. So almost around 30% of the students do this mistake. Let's say around 11,000 students are writing mains. 30% of the 11,000 students are making this mistake. So only people who correct papers, they know what mistakes students have done. You got it? So you're not supposed to do that mistake. So paper you have to understand. 4 plus 4, 8. Out of 8, we have to answer 5. In 5 questions, each question 250 marks. 1 and 5 are compulsory. Rest, here we have to answer 2 and 1 here. Or either 2 here and 1 here. That you have to remember. Okay. So we are showing you the pattern, how the paper looks like. See, first question may, let's say there will be 5 parts. A, B, C, D, E. Each question carries 10 marks. That means how much? First question is 50 marks. Each question will be 50 marks, correct? So like this, there will be 5 subdivision. So in first question, let's say you are answering only A, B. You are not answering C, D. That means what? You have lost 30 marks there. So students, when they start answering a question, they should complete that. They should answer all. Let's say they have selected 7th question, let's say. 7th question is also 50 marks. Here there will be A, B, C. A, B, C. A, B, C. A is 20 marks, B is 10 marks, C is 20 marks. Together it is 50. Many students, what they do, they start answering one question means they'll answer A. B, C they don't answer. That means what? You are attempting that question. Correct? You are answering only one subpart. Other 2 subparts, you are not answering. That means totally you are missing out 30 marks there. That is whose loss? Your loss. Students should know this. They should not do this mistake. If they are attempting one question, they should complete it. Complete all the questions there. That means you have to read the question A, B, C. First you should read. Once you are convinced, okay, I know all the answer, then you should attempt that question. If you don't know, you should not attempt this at all. You should not attempt this. You should go to the 8th question and see what are the question here. A, B, C. Here let's say 10, 20, 20. Then you should read all the question. A, B, C you read. If you are convinced that you know all the answers, correct, all the questions you know, then you attempt this. You got it? So many students, they start one question and then they read the next question here and here. Then they are shocked. Oh, I don't know this. That means you have wasted already time for this. You got it? If you start one question, means you are attempting that question. Means you have to complete it. If you don't complete this, you are losing 40 marks here. Now you got to know why scores go down. Paper mein, why optional scores are less. This is the reason. Almost I told you, 30% of the students make this kind of mistakes. Means out of 12,000 students, nearly 3,000 students are making this kind of mistakes. Means they are eliminated there only. So that is the reason optional is very important. Strategy is very important. So in the class, teacher will have to tell this in the first class only. Many optional teacher you might have attended many orientation. I don't know whether they talk about this paper part. But I feel this is where students should know from the first day. Strategy should be there from the first day. Okay, subject is easy. Concept clarity and all class will start. And answer rating every week will do. Correct, I'll be conducting a lot of tests. Every week I will be conducting tests. Every day you will be writing tests. So that way we can have a multiple number of tests. So my course will be in such a way, we are going to sit with you even after the course. Let's say you are not giving attempt this year. Next year giving attempt. So then also you can come and do mentorship with us. You don't have to pay again. Because anyhow you have joined the course. You are our students till you clear. Till you write mains and get qualified to interview and get selected, you can meet us. So we have that kind of program in Delhi also. With our institutes, faculty, one-on-one meeting, mentorship. Then only we get results. After the class, if I forget, you also forget to meet us. Then what happens? The gap will be there. If you have doubt, you will not clarify. Correct? Again, you go and join somewhere else. Test series ke liye. Mentorship. That is happening everywhere. You notice. One institute, teachers will go somewhere else. That is one. Second, students also will go and join some other test series. After taking coaching in one institute, they are joining test series के लिए एक और institute, because that mentorship is missing there. So we don't do that mistake. So we are planning proper. If students join, like 20 students join, you start. And when we start, we will continue till they get results. Okay, so this is the program. So you got the mistakes, what common mistakes students do in the paper. Okay, so 1 and 5 compulsory, 2 from one section, 1 from other section. Okay, so please remember this. So what are the pros and cons? Already you know, nature of the subject, geography. Okay, geography is very generic as a subject, easy to understand, because it's in our surroundings, something that you can feel and experience. Correct, because when we talk about precipitation, you have already experienced it. So geography as a subject is easy to link to. Correct. Some subjects are very difficult to comprehend what is happening. You have to imagine a lot. Correct, but here it's not that. Geography is all about our surroundings. We can have a lot of videos, we have a lot of documentaries, we have a lot of material available online, offline, teachers are available, books available. So as a result, geography as a subject becomes very easy when it comes to material availability, teacher availability. Okay, documentaries, videos, YouTube videos, many are there. Okay, so and also it helps us in your interview. It helps you in GS also. Overlap is very high. You can see that overlap here. Okay, so you can score well if you know certain. You can avoid certain mistakes. If you avoid certain mistake, you can score well. One, mainly it is concept oriented. Concept, nobody can reduce your marks. Exactly as it is, you have to write. So you'll get marks. Concept. Wherever diagrams are required, you draw diagrams, flow charts, tables, statistics to substantiate your answer. Mention the source of information, where you got this. So you'll get good marks. Okay. So map based, you can draw maps, necessary maps. So that will give you a score. So like this, we can increase our marks by writing diagrams, maps, flowchart, diagrams, sketch, statistics, flowcharts, everything. Okay, and paper 1 should be linked with paper 2. I'll teach you how to do that. Okay. So these are some of the pros. As I told you, discussed earlier, syllabus, people say vast syllabus. I told you why it is vast syllabus. Correct. And also huge competition, they say, because now competition is also there in other options, like political science also, number of students are more. Anthro also now increasing. Third is geography now. Highest number of students are taking political science, then Anthro, then history, geography. History, geography. Okay. Coming to the success rate. So UPSC has released data till 2021. 22 they are going to release next week. 23, 24 yet to release. So in the last few years, mains, number of students writing geography in mains. This is the statistics. Number of students taking geography as optional. Okay, you can see. And number of students getting selected in interview to service. You can see. Success rate is almost same, 7 to 6. Same as your anthro also, political science also. All optional, you notice, the success rates are in the same range, 6 to 8. 6 to 8%. Every optional. Okay. So number of students writing mains and number of students getting selected to the service. Okay. So you can see, and also the success rate, you can see. You have to check this for other optional also. Political science, anthro, before choosing it. How it is going, statistics you have to understand. Okay. So books related to geography, already that is given there in that. Okay, you can read what are the syllabus topics, which topic, which book, which topic, which book. We are going to have a library, geography library. When we start the class, we will have one classroom and there will be some shelf, books will be there. All these books I'll keep. You can sit and read in the class also. Correct? You can buy also if you want. Outside in the market, books are available. Certain books you can read. What I'll be doing, I'll be giving you notes from 3 different sources. So you will have multiple source information. As a result, you will be able to get good score. Because same topic you have to read from 3 sources. Correct? So you alone, if you read, you'll read one source. I will do 3 source and give it to you. We are going to provide the material also, printed material. Okay, geography optional ke liye, with notes. Books you have to buy. Okay, certain important books, I'll tell you which one. you buy. Okay. So strategy I have already mentioned. You have to make sure your handwriting, grammar, those mistakes you should not do. Okay. Every day you have to write two answers. After a week or so, start writing 3, 4 answers. Mock test you have to take. Multiple mock tests. If you don't take mock test, what happens? Then it's gone. Okay. So you have to cover syllabus thoroughly. I told you, every topic should be covered from 2, 3 sources. Okay. So every day you have to answer so that you will get good practice. Previous year questions. Previous year questions I will give you. Topic wise, geomorphology, climatology, I will give you. So that will help you to cover all the topics. Okay. There is one map question also, paper 2. We call it as mapping. So in paper 2, first question, the compulsory question, there they'll give you this. So 5 to 6 locations will be given, or 10 locations sometimes. 5 locations they are given sometimes. So those 5 locations you have to mark, and then write few words about it. Geographical, historical, political, economic importance of that place. For example, they'll give some random place. Let's say Hyderabad. So you have to mark Hyderabad first. Hyderabad. Here on the map. Then in your notebook, answer booklet, you have to write Hyderabad. It's a capital of Telangana. It is located on the banks of Musi River. Correct. It is located on Telangana Plateau. Like that, you have to write geographical, political, historical. It has a twin city called Sikandrabad. Like that, you can add a lot of information. Correct. It was also the capital of Nizams. Like that, historical, geographical, cultural, political importance you can write of the place. So it is the economic hub of South India. One of the economic hubs of South India. So like this, you can elaborate that. Okay. Also popular for tourism, education, healthcare. Like this. So you can just write so many other things about your city. So every city, every place, if they ask, you should talk about it. So in geography class, what we are going to do, from the first class itself, we'll do mapping. Just like in GS, I do Allah. GS for general students also, we are giving maps. Optional, I'll give only India map. Sometimes world map. In India map, I will be giving you places. Every day, 10 places we'll cover. First round, capitals. Second, rivers, passes. Correct. Like that, one by one. Mountains, peaks. Everything will be covered. Mines, roads, railways, everything. So that way, we can cover a lot of topics. Every day, 15-20 minutes, map. So as a result, easy. It will become very easy. Okay. So any doubt? You can take this. So let's see how many of students will enroll, because that day also I did, some students were there. A few days back also we did orientation, few students were there. So together online students, many of them enrolled. Offline we don't know it. So if you find it interesting, so enroll with them. First few weeks of class we are giving like students to sit and attend. They can get to know the teacher also, optional also. Okay. So here in optional, world geography is not there. Correct. GS we are doing world geography. Remember world map, that is not there here. So that means syllabus is not that lengthy. In GS only we are reading more. Optional mein world geography is not there. Landforms also not there. Remember we did one topic called landforms. Correct. Fluvial landform, glacial landforms, karst topography. That is not there here. Okay. But knowledge of that is very important here. For studying topics like erosion surface and all, knowledge of landforms is very much required. Anyhow, we have covered in GS. Thank you. Any doubt?